It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Miami defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. And
they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Achane. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Achane once more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Come on.
Murray now. That's complete to Michael Wilson. Catch good for 8 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Well, this defense for the Cards, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. De'Von Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy, the guy who forced the fumble, is going to get major kudos for knocking the ball free. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have the FR guy coming in, swooping in, and getting the ball. That means he's around the football, able to make a play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Now 2nd and 9. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a run by Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. De'Von Achane on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, back to Achane. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Again, it's Achane. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top. Unsuccessful.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll give this to Achane. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Tyson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Caught. It's Wilson. Fights through and now a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Achane. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He'll get this to about the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. Here's Achane. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Tyson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Tyson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Achane gets it from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they will take a knee here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, it's back.